Hey folks, Species7 here, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Grazyland, yes indeed. And a couple of things today. One, is that actually on now? No. And this is kind of got me, really kind of both surprised and confused, and I'm really hoping you guys can help me out with this, because it's going to make a big difference as to how much further we go with this particular map. Now, I've managed to get it running a little better through the get rid of a few different mods and that sort of thing. Let's see. But nice. What I'm having a problem with right now is that if we go in here and have a look, we can see here, for a brief time the garden center is ready to pay a considerably higher price for slurry. View the statistics for more information. Now, for one, if we read our list, we'll see that in fact slurry is not included. Yeah, it's just not on the list. And yes, I do have all of the multi-fruit mods that are supposed to be used on this map installed. And of course, if we look at the garden center right here, you can see that they also don't list anything going on for that. If we look on the map, we'll see they are actually flashing. The symbol, that's the yellow one we see flashing on the mini map, as well as, of course, on the larger map, is the garden center. I spent almost an hour with pretty much... You know, I never knew this was adjustable at the end as well. Wow, very cool. Huh. In fact, there's a lot more adjustments on this I didn't realize were there. Oh, it's pretty neat. It's quite articulated. So anyway, and I could not, including the slurry tank that is at the garden center, get anything to dump. And I tried. I tried a modded tank that I've used on Vauxhall to dump slurry, and it got me nothing. There we go. And I've also used the in-game one, just in case it was the mod that was causing an issue. And unfortunately, got, you guessed it, absolutely nothing. So I then decided, well, I really do want to sell this, because we have the cows, the pigs, the second pig mod, all produce slurry, right? So I really need to do something with it. I mean, I could store it at the slurry pit on the cow farm, but that's kind of pointless. I could spread it on the fields, but that's quite a process, as you guys know, because none of the spreaders are very wide, and well, they tend to run out like every 30 feet. So there might be some modded ones out there that will go a little further, but I don't know. Because unfortunately at the biogas plant, I also couldn't tip any slurry there. So like I say, I really don't know what the heck's going on here. If anyone can fill me in as to what the deal is, I'd be more than happy, because we do need to preferably turn into money, but even if not, we do need to get rid of the huge amounts of slurry we're having built up. That new pig mod that I put in on Field 7, holy cow do those guys produce. But again, can't do anything with it. sometimes these tree stumps work out just great, sometimes not so much. Come on. There we go. Finally got rid of it. Yeah, I've been, but anyway, so yeah, if anybody knows what the heck we can do to deal with the slurry, please let me know, because it basically, I had meant to upload a video of this like a couple of days ago or something, but yeah, I've been absolutely hung up. In fact, 3 times I've started recording only to end up stopping because I just couldn't accomplish what we set out to accomplish, which was to somehow get rid of some slurry. So yeah, I'm a little upset about that. But I'm not upset about what we're doing here at the moment, which is getting rid of some of the 50 billion trees on our farm. Now, these guys that I'm currently grinding the stumps for, or trying valiantly to. There we go. We kinda were a little cheaty with, and I'll show you exactly what I've been up to here. I started back in the spawn parking lot here, and you'll notice there is actually quite a few trees gone. And what I've been pulling out so far is everything that's not a fir tree. And obviously for the reason that the fir logs are worth a heck of a lot more as logs than they are as chips. Everything else I've been turning into chips, and I've been doing it in the very, very speedy-mongous way possible. I've been using this delightful mountain goat, and it is a pretty cool mod, I gotta admit. I like it. And, whoops, there's a stump I missed right in front of the garage, which I thought was just a terrible bloody place for a tree, but there you go. Alright, now let's move back one pace, drop this off. So what I've been doing is I've been running the Brux grinder on the front. Now those of you that aren't familiar with this, this is a great wood chipping mod, probably one of the best out there, to be honest with you. Problem with it is, it's also one of the most cheaty things you will ever run into. But it depends how you use it as well. Now you can certainly cut trees down with your chainsaw, buck the limbs off with your chainsaw, trim them all up with your chainsaw, and then suck up the branches with this thing. But what you can also do, and what people tend to do because that's what makes this mod sort of really cool, and we'll turn it on, is do this. Let's find ourselves a likely candidate. And I think I've got a bunch over there. Simply go up to a tree. Until you basically overlapped it like that. Okay. Then, get out your handy-dandy chainsaw, assume the position, whoopsie, march into the jaws of doom, and cut the tree. And, presto changeo, you get this. Ta-da! And all you're left with is a bleeding stump. And as you can see, now those little birch trees don't have diddly in them, a couple of thousand, but it goes per tree. Now you can do this to the fir trees as well, I mean it doesn't matter. I think what I should probably do here is lower this thing. There we go. Beautiful. It's a little better. And then, same thing. Hawk out a chainsaw, squat down. Yeah, I guess it doesn't want me to squat down this time. That's okay. It's too bad you can't change your angle to look at that when it's happening. And there you go. And so yeah, this really quickly, as you can see, will remove unwanted tree growth. And then you come along with your stump muncher and munch the stumps. So that's what I've been basically doing, to the point I think I filled this trailer, and this is a big trailer, 5 times now. And depending on what trees, you can get anywhere from like 4 to 10 trees cut down. Just gotta always remember that big pointy stump is in front of you. But it does work a charm, I'll tell you. You know, as you can see, we've already taken care of more than we would normally be able to manage. And even if we cut it down here, Bazlinga. Whoops. Oh, hey. I've never had it do that before. Now... Alrighty. There we go. Yeah. So you can see just how cheaty that is from that little example. You know, kind of slide off to the side and, oh look, that worked. So yeah. But, like I said, what it does do is get rid of it. To use this for forestry, no. But I mean, for clearing your farm a little bit for, you know, things like this, I suppose, right? I mean, that'll do. I don't want to go too low, or the stump muncher just doesn't want anything to do with it. I think what happened last time, I was a little too far back. I wasn't actually touching the tree. So, but there you go. You know, a couple of more fair-sized trees, and this trailer will be full. So I have 300-something thousand in our wood chip storage, which I will, at some point, maybe even in this episode, take at least some of down to the pellet factory and get that dealt with. And then, of course, you do have to go around, like I said, but clean up all your stumps. But it really opens the farm up, makes it a lot easier to deal with. A lot easier. Like I said, I started over at the vehicle spawn because that seemed to be where I had the first bit of trouble. In so much as, are we full? Not quite. Need to find ourselves like one more tree. Alrighty. That won't be hard. And as you can see from all these areas where there's just fir trees, I'm actually doing pretty good. Like, you can get a lot of ground covered. We'll take this one, and that might just do her. There we go. And as for the fir trees, I'll show you what I've been doing with them. As soon as we get this guy out of the way. Boom. Well, we're not quite full, 94%. So at this point you'd want to find, perfect, one of those little birch trees over there. And like I say, they're only anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 liters depending on the tree. There we go. So this will be the filling of the trailer. And that's the wood chip storage right over there. And we're cutting right down into the machine. At this point we have no arms, no chainsaw, and we are screaming with our dying gasp for the medic. Alright, so anyway, there you go. That's what I've been doing with an awful lot of it. And like I said, yeah, it's kinda cheaty as heck. Let's turn this guy off, fold him back up, pipe in. But it is also, I said, probably the best way to do that particular job. And, kind of pointless emptying this. In fact, I'd kind of like to fill it up. Because I don't want to sell these as wood chips. I do want to sell them as pellets. There we go. 75,000. Perfect. So, let's drop the trailer. Oops. Let's drop the trailer. Let's set this guy down here. Oh, always make sure that you have lowered that before you drop it, because if it falls over, you won't be able to just walk up to it and click. It just doesn't work, unfortunately. So, and then, and this is funny as heck, so I kind of wanted to show you guys. I've got a device there that does the rest of the job for me. I'm just trying to figure out where I left me log grabbing tool. You just, oh, there it is over there. Alright. So. This particular log grabber, it does work really well, and it came with the, I believe it comes with this, whatchamacallit, mountain goat. Now, this guy, it's kind of really ridiculous, and to be honest with you, I don't know. Would I recommend that you use this? There's probably way better out there. It's basically a little tractor, a little Valme, with the same machine hanging off the end of it that the Ponzi Scorpion has. So yeah, you can, and there's what you want to do. Just get fairly close to a tree. Okay. And then extend out your crane so that it tips. That way you'll get it nice and close to the bottom. Yep, I think I need to, there we go. I need to shift this over a bit. Okay, well, let's stick her out there. And let's turn it on. Alright, should be clamped around a tree. Then, just like the Scorpion, and yes, I am in the right position to do this, believe it or not. I'm also facing the wrong way, but that's okay. Because when you press B to turn it on, it reverses your driving. But why he mapped them both to the same key, I don't know. So let's hit X. Let me check here. That didn't cut the tree. Why not? Turn off. Oh, cut length half meter. I don't think we want to do half meter. Let's go with 6 meter or 5 meters. Sure. No, let's go 6. I'm using that particular trailer. So 6 meters. That works for me. Alright, there, cut. Alright, so now I've cut it. Now, watch this. If you hit X again, let's get a good view of this. Zoink. 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 So yeah, just like the just like the Scorpion, and then you can put her back on her wheels by doing that. Now, when you press B to turn it off, you'll see your driver turns around in the cab, still holding onto the steering wheel, mind you, which is really trippy. And, yeah. There you go. It's, absolutely silly. You can't, yeah. It just doesn't weigh enough. It just absolutely does not weigh enough to do what it's supposed to be doing. So, I guess we could put a really humpty weight on the back, but then we wouldn't be able to grab these so low. And I mean, it does. It gets them down there nice and low. See that? That's just where you cut it off with your chainsaw, man. And then, unfortunately, it left some branches. That's okay. We can deal with that. Oops, that wasn't a branch. go. There we go. That's a bush. Where's this branch? There we go. I think that's it. That's the tip piece, and there's the two pieces we cut off. So yeah, I've been grabbing the fir trees with this thing, like I said, and it's funny as heck, but yeah, it works. Yeah, and so much as anything like that would actually work, it works. Oh, I'll tell you. Now, and then I was just using this guy to pick the logs up, put them in the carrier, and haul them down to the factory. That does work quite well. But as you can see, it really improves the farm, knocking a few of these trees down and doing that. So I'm probably going to carry on with that, because we are sort of don't have one set of crops ready yet. So yeah, might be good to go from here. But so I think I will continue to chop down some more trees and deal with them in the way that I have been. Like I say, just pick up these three, drop them in that truck. That does seem to work fairly well. I lost one log on the way to the mill, but that was entirely my fault. This truck will actually get up to 90k. When you cross a road at 90k, you should make sure it's fairly leveled, as opposed to having like a nice little upward ramp on one side and then a 4-foot drop on the other. Because once you've sailed 100-something feet through the air and landed in the middle of a field, losing one log is darn near sainthood. It's that close to a miracle. So yeah, we only lost the one, and it was because I was being a complete cowpie about the entire thing and just bwammo. So yeah. But there you are. That's what I've been up to. Thought I'd share it with you guys. We had a few episodes. So yeah, here we are. There's, let's say, the in-game one. But no, I tried 3 different trailers and could not get it to dump at either the garden center or at the biogas plant, which I found really strange. So, like I said, I'm sure I can dump it at the animal farm in the silage pit, but what the heck's the point? Just till you eventually can go, ha ha, I have 100 billion of them? I don't know. Anyway, I think that's going to cover it, guys. Like I said, we have lots and lots of chips now. We have 300,000 plus here. There's 75,000 in the trailer. Oh, 456,000 liters of wood chips in storage. So yeah, I will be taking those down to the pelletizing machine, which is all the way down at the bioplant, which is a long way, which is another thing I'm getting a little bit not so fond of here. So yeah, as you can see where we are, where the biomass, it doesn't look that far. And if you cut across field 4, 12, and 14, it's not so bad. If you take the roads, it takes you like 15 minutes. So yeah, I do a lot of cutting across fields, hence I get a lot of logs flying around. But till next time, guys, I think that's going to cover it from Grazyland. Not the longest episode, but I wanted to show you what I was doing, because I think removing a lot of these trees, and I do mean a lot, is really going to spruce things up around here. Already, I mean, you can actually see the 2 garages, and then you look this way, you can see the other garage, right? Our 2 main warehouses. But I mean, I will certainly leave some things, like there's that stand of poplar over there, or whatever the heck they're supposed to be. There's another there. The stuff along the edges, I mean, I don't care, right? I might eventually do the ones by the fields, but that depends how long. Like I said, if there's no place to sell slurry on this map, I think I may just move on. But anyway, again, I digress, because that's what I do. So, do me a favor, guys, hit that like button. Costs you nothing, does me a world of good, and as you can see, I could use all the help I can get. Till next time, this has been Species 7. Please tell me where to get rid of the slurry. Thanks, guys. Take care of each other, folks, and ciao for now.